When I'm asked to do a time-lapse for a client, I like to think of it as a movie rather than a series of stills. So I try to approach it in that same way. And the key for me for video and moving imagery is camera movement and subject movement. When you're doing time-lapse, there's a couple of things you need to consider. The first and most important thing is, how am I going to trigger the camera, and how am I going to trigger it at the right time if you're using some kind of motorized head? This particular brand, the iFootage X2 motorized head, gives me a pan and tilt, but it also has an inbuilt wireless transmitter into the controller, which speaks to the receiver on top of my camera, and that tells the camera when to fire. But I also get some great feedback from the camera. So at the moment, I can see that my time-lapse is around 82%, 81.5% complete. It's taken 324 frames. I can see what the pan degrees are from 0, 161, and I can see where my tilt is going. So I get lots of really valuable feedback right from the controller. The lovely thing about the X2 head is that it really goes together and complements the Shark slider. So I can use the X2 head on a slider. I could put a slider on here as well and get a lateral move as well as my pan and tilt. But tonight I've just decided to use the pan and tilt because I don't really need the lateral move here. And lateral moves work best for landscapes when you've got some foreground and things moving across through the frame in the foreground. If you're interested in learning how to do a time-lapse, please go visit my website, www.michaelcranfield.com, for more information and tutorials.